Hey, it's Alyssa, back for my third speed paint this weekend, the most obvious Halloween spooky character of all, Jack the Pumpkin King himself. So, without further ado, let's get right into this Halloween speed paint. So of course I had to draw Jack for Halloween. I do have one more Halloween Animal Crossing drawing thing I have planned, and I'll be uploading that either Halloween or the night before Halloween, which, where I'm from in Michigan, they call that Devil's Night, but apparently not everybody has a term for that, which I didn't know. Some people don't have any term for it at all, and some people call it like something else, Halloween's Eve or something like that, but I've always known it as Devil's Night, so I'm not sure if I'm posting the next Jack piece either then or on Halloween night itself, but that's coming up soon. But I wanted to do a speed paint, a standalone speed paint of Jack as well, as part of my ongoing effort to do one of these little portraits in my Animal Crossing style of every single character in the game, villagers and special characters like Jack. And while I haven't done the Halloween event yet because I don't time travel in my game, I've seen a couple clips and discussions about the Halloween event, and overall it looks pretty dang cute. And I'm actually really excited about the big prize, the pumpkin carriage, because it looks really cute and it also doesn't look overly Halloween-y, which is my main gripe with holiday stuff, which is kind of what I want to talk about with regards to Halloween, as well as like the Christmas event and all the other stuff, right? Why is it that, like, I guess it makes sense on paper, right? That the prizes for the Halloween event would be Halloween-themed prizes, right? That makes sense, doesn't it? But how much of a bummer is it that, like, basically you do all this running around and you get maybe some spooky items you didn't get from Nook's store or from DIYs. You get, like, the pumpkin carriage and all this stuff. Well, the pumpkin carriage is kind of an exception, but you get all this Halloween stuff on Halloween, and now the next day, it's like leaving your Christmas lights on in July, right? Like, it's kind of tacky to leave the Halloween stuff out past Halloween unless you have a spooky-themed island, right? But my island is not spooky-themed, it's more tropical, so I'm taking all the pumpkin stuff down. I'm going to flip the jack-o'-lanterns around so it just looks like regular pumpkins and leave them out for Thanksgiving decor. But, like, the spooky arch and all the stuff with bats on it, I'm going to take down because it doesn't match anymore. It's like you do the Christmas stuff with Jingle and you get Christmas items, but then you gotta basically put them in your Animal Crossing attic until next year and just hold on to them, right? So I think that's kind of silly, but I don't know what the solution would be, because why would you get, next holiday's items at Halloween? Would you get Thanksgiving items on Halloween? But I think more of the items that you get from prizes from stuff like this could be stuff that could work for the current season or the next season. The pumpkin carriage, I think, is a really, really good item, because it's pumpkin-y and it's kind of spooky looking and it fits in with Halloween, obviously, but it also fits in with autumn in general, so it'll still look good in November. I'm probably going to have one on my island somewhere. It'll still look good all through November, and then in Christmas time you can decorate it to be white so it still fits for Christmas and looks like a Cinderella carriage and stuff, and it fits a storybook and fantasy theme. It's a versatile item is what I'm getting at, right? You can use it basically year-round with different color variants, and it's just a really cool big item. And similar thing on Christmas, right? In my mind, items you get on Christmas should not be Christmas themed, they should be winter themed. That way they're good to still leave up through all of January and February when you still have snow on your ground. I think that's when the snow leaves in Animal Crossing, right? Is February or March or something. Yeah, you could have like snowy, icy items to like have special items that add on to the Frozen set. Or like more generic white light up trees and stuff like that would still look good in January, because who wants to have like a Christmas Santa sleigh with, ornaments and red and green themed stuff, once it's New Year's? Like, you want to tear all that stuff down and put it back in the attic, right? So that always bugged me about the holidays, because it's like, and same with Zipper T Bunny. Who wants Easter stuff the day after Easter? It's like, put that stuff away and save it for next year. I have a whole attic, storage in my house full of Easter items ready to put up next year, so I don't have to do the egg collecting crap again next year. I can just put the decorations out. That's the other thing. It doesn't give you much incentive to do this stuff next year, but, we haven't had a repeat holiday yet, so I'm still hoping they're gonna, add different items every year to make it an incentive to come back and do Christmas next year and stuff like that. I'm hoping this game has more than a 1-year life cycle in that regard. That remains to be seen. But regardless, I do think that the stuff you get should be more in line with like the pumpkin carriage versus like, you know, spooky arch or something like that. So I'm actually really happy about the pumpkin carriage item. I think it looks great. And I wish there was more stuff like that you would get from Jack. Overall, I like Jack as a character too. I think he's funny. I like his like silly pumpkin head where he looks like a bobblehead, but he's trying to be intimidating. I think he's trying to be spooky and creepy. And maybe there are kids, like little kids, who are scared of him, but I just think he looks very silly and cute, like a bobblehead. So I really enjoy Jack's design. I think he's a great little Halloween character. And can we also talk about how good the Halloween music is in all the games, but especially New Horizons? What New Horizons lacks in the hourly music, where it doesn't have as much, you know, character or personality as previous games, it more than makes up for that in the personality department when it comes to the holiday themes, I've noticed. Like, the Easter music was pretty catchy and great, and the Halloween music in this game, which I'm playing in the background, I just think it's the best version of the song. It has a lot of really interesting instrument choices. It's very fun and quirky, but also upbeat, and just the right amount of like cutesy, spooky Halloween vibes. It's really good. I wish all the music in the game sounded half as good as the Halloween music does, and I get they were trying to go for a different vibe in this game, but I think we all miss like these little weird, quirky instrumental choices that kind of cemented Animal Crossing soundtracks as like not only chill ambient background music, but something you actively want to listen to. It's this great balance, right? And I think the Halloween music is the perfect example of a great Animal Crossing song. So I dig the music, I dig all the villagers wearing costumes, I think that's adorable. I love all the new clothing items and the accessories and the hair and eye options and skin colors you can do. Really awesome additions to the game. They really did a great job, I think, with the Halloween event. It's been the most exciting holiday to happen since the game's release. So I'm hoping that there's more stuff like this for Thanksgiving and Christmas where we see, you know, hundreds of new costume options and cool items and stuff like that for the other holidays. I guess we'll see in the next big update coming up pretty soon, I hope. And I'm really looking forward to doing a holiday for the first time, like a real holiday I care about, not Zipper Tea Bunny's Egg Fest, but a holiday I actually care about in Animal Crossing. It'll be really fun to see what my villagers dress up as, and if it's cute enough, maybe I'll do some artwork of what they all look like on Halloween. That'll be the perfect thing, because it'll be me talking about Halloween after Halloween, which is the problem I just talked about for like 5 minutes about the items that are no longer relevant after Halloween. So maybe I'll do that because it's funny. But I also kind of want to draw my villagers in their little costumes because it would be cute. So let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing like a speed paint of my villagers dressed up for Halloween. It would just be a quick sketchy type of thing, but it might be fun, even if I post it after Halloween. Let me know what you guys think about the Halloween event, about Jack, about this speed paint, and also who you'd like to see me speed paint next. Let me know all that in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in next week's video. Peace out.